Welcome to another
Hiya,
round of
folks.
Options and Adventures. How are we doing tonight?
Doing all right.
That's good. I've just had the fun rainy day brain, and it's been lovely. Anyway, it is time for another round of D&D streams. I am your Dungeon Master for the evening, Terrace. Meanwhile, we also have Shanor, aka Key.
No.
Oh snap! We actually got a voice this time.
Shush.
It's a miracle.
Kilara as an MJ.
Yo, it's your NB.
It's your MB.
I'm not distracted via food or other things.
That's fair. Luna, aka Belza.
Yo!
And last but not least, Bear, aka Silas.
Hello, and special announcements.
Special announcements.
Special announcements.
Special announcements time. So, first and foremost, thank you for joining the stream. As always, we appreciate each and every single one of you. And we have a special announcement on the Bear game show. No, it's not the game show, but it is a show and a game. As I have now start playing. How you can access that is by clicking on my name in the About section. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Bear's self-sponsored moment. Love you.
Congratulations. Seriously, they're a wonderful dungeon master. If you want to try getting on a Game Fizz, he's starting something. You said you're doing it near the end of March?
We are in mid-March, and it is going to be a level 1 to 15 campaign set within Odyssey of the Dragon Lords by Morbius Entertainment. If you don't know, that is fantastical Greek-inspired tale of a D&D campaign.
All right. And
that's another shameless plug.
And we'll do other shameless plugs at the end because, you know, we gotta share that love when how we can.
Yeah.
With that though, brain cell. When we last left off, you all were actually in Kilara's old stomping grounds, her home, or their home, excuse me. And after finding out how it has been warped and ruined partially by their father, who kind of took tyrannical control over the place and over a third of the tradeway, you guys took control back. Even having rebuild bonds with your brother, Jinamara Kilara. And acquiring your next key. The key of the warrior. And with that, we will say it's been a couple of days since then, as you guys are having some well-deserved time off in the den. Let's ask the fun questions here. What are you guys probably doing during this time off?
First, may I ask, has it possibly maybe even been 1 week?
Since you looked at me. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. You got it.
You know my brain does this. We'll say, in fact, it
It is
has been.
very low-hanging fruit.
You looked at me.
Had to do it.
I know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna get my revenge later. No, I'm kidding.
Yay, revenge.
Yay.
Hitting in quotes.
Anyway, but yeah, what have you guys been up to during this past week?
I'll
Any
leave the
schemes?
floor.
Any exploration?
I'll leave the floor to others first.
Okay.
Don't mind if I do.
Thank you. I was gonna say, somebody fucking speak. I'll pull out the D4. I'll pull out the caltrop.
Oh no, the caltrop of decide who goes? Sorry, it's Silas time, baby. So, first and foremost, Silas has been really enjoying himself, you know, reading a couple times, but you know what? He's got that special project he needs to take care of. So he's been trying to recruit. He has been desperately trying to recruit Janjamara to his wacky-tacky idea.
Glorious.
Oh, dear Lord.
Whatever the hell he's trying to do with that ship, which sounds like he's trying to make it into, like, a bar, restaurant?
I swear, we're never gonna understand what goes through this man's head.
sometimes I just want to have fun. And fun for me is managing my own place.
That's valid. I will say that does lead to some discussions of the whole matter where you are talking to Jinamara and being like, so help me with this. And it's literally like, are you even going to pay us?
Yes.
How much you paying us?
Currently, we need to focus on, and I say this lightly, we need to focus on rebuilding this thing. And currently, I have 165 gold to my name, which will get the project started.
You hear inside the ship a groaning dude as you see him like walk out as he has a bandana on his head. And you can actually see just barely a hint of a scar that goes past the bandana and kind of goes through a portion of his eyebrow. He's like, my head still fucking hurts. Yeah.
Glad to see that you're kicking.
Just gives you the middle finger and closes the door.
I'm glad he's in on it. Now, we have 2 people here. If we work together, we'll get this thing going. But in the meantime, I have taken some liberties to look around this town. What would you classify this place outside of the ship called?
Apparently the locals call this place Mirror Bay.
Mirror Bay. Look at you, Jan Tamara. Big boss. Kind of like punches his shoulder.
It's
doing
very
the good
firm
work,
with a lot of
learning
muscle.
Ooh, wow, that's... You'll give your sister a run for her money. All right. I'd pay to see that, actually. Huh. Ideas for later. All right. Now, let's see here. From some investigations and talking with the locals during my downtime, I've learned that they host a fishing contest.
Mm-hmm. They do it about weekly.
Yes, now, if I get my friends in on it, we'll be able to get some money to get this place going.
Just kind of rubs his eyes a little frustrated and is like, you win, then fine. We'll help you for a couple of weeks, and then we'd kind of like to go back home, okay?
You know what? We can arrange for some time off. I think we can do that.
You just hear a low rumble in his chest as he's just like tired of that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so great we're on such great working terms. And then he goes back to the altar's den, closes the door, kind of slumps up and goes, like, ugh.
I will say, as you go to close the door, you hear a solid thunk in the door as you close it.
Well, he seems more than happy about that.
What about the rest of you?
I'm pretty sure he's been mix of like helping like Tender, Lexa, probably has asked like after the last mission to start learning the language Lexa and Beelzebub talk. You know, basically similar to Kalara, just like
yeah.
And
I'm
probably
be more than happy to help. But,
yeah, then probably during like any alone time with Lexa, he just going like, you know, just asking, you know, offhand questions and random stuff.
Okay,
like
what?
Not exactly dealing with like where they're from, but like interests, favorite things.
Okay.
But like random, you know, points during the language learning kind of deal, mixing both like common and their language, trying to get a feel and flow for it.
I gotcha. And it's been a couple of weeks, and fittingly enough, we have to do a commercial break already. God fucking damn it.
Already?
Oh, no. Give us just a moment while we work out a few little hiccups.
To be fair, that crash has not happened in a fucking while.
It's been a long time. It has been. We'll be right back, guys. We promise.
Please stand by. Shit's fucked.
Thank you for your patience. Sorry for the headache.
Okay,
Let's
we're
get
back, folks.
in on it.
Thank you for standing by. Shit was a little fucked.
Yay, technology. If it ain't fucking scuff, it ain't fucking stream.
Yep. That's why I have that
The
screen.
computer does this or doesn't do this. It's like a weird coin flip.
Yeah.
It really is.
But we're back.
Anyway, yeah. So, going back to what we were talking about earlier, Key learning about language of Belza and Alexa, getting a little social. Sounds like a good time.
And if like Key's not with them doing that, she's probably in her room messing with like growing plants and whatnot again. Trying to keep them healthy and whole 9 yards.
For funsies, roll me a d20.
Flat D20?
Yeah, flat d20.
I'll just use.
Okay. Your skin's really itchy. You should moisturize more. With that, Kilara, Belza, what about you two?
Go ahead, Belza, if you'd like.
I'm probably helping still teach Kilara how to speak my language. Again, they wanted to learn it. Between that and going stir crazy and asking Kilara for more and more just general... It's not like fighting, it's more of play fighting. Kind of like, you know how sometimes cats go at it?
Yeah.
It's less weapons and more like teeth and claw.
Yeah, I can see like pinning, like, you probably did this once in the actual like tavern part of the den. Tinder probably came over with just like a glass of water poured on. He's like, "Hey, do it in your rooms."
Fight.
Ray bottle.
Pretty much. But yeah, good enough. And now my brain has a thought in my head about like every afternoon there's a class with Belza and Alexa teaching language.
Kind of.
And if that or it's one-on-one when one of them is feeling a little self-conscious.
Yeah.
Just doing conversational.
Well, with that, Kilar, what about you?
I think when we first arrived, there was probably like a short period where Kilara was a little hypersensitive with all the overstimulation with family reunion and all this bullshit that happened. And I think they moped around the den for like a day or two, maybe, and would come and train, like do the other things too. But in their off time, they kind of just walked around, and you'd find them like almost in like a blanket burrito, like tucked in a corner of the place, just kind of sitting there like thinking about stuff.
I got a question for you with that in mind. Your new little thing. Have you been trying to tinker with it any, control it any, or are you just kind of letting it happen as it happens?
Not over the first couple of days. I think as the week further goes on, I think they would try to maybe see what happens, like especially during like the sparring. I think maybe there's like an inkling, a thought that triggers during one of those sessions, and I think while play fighting, maybe they try and channel it.
Well, I think in this case, I want you to roll me 2 d20s.
2 d20s coming right up. Benevolent and kind DM.
Okay. So, in a fitting manner, you actually end up having 2 morphs happen over the course of the week.
Yeah.
One while you're in your sad moment and you're in the corner in your little blanket burrito.
Yeah.
You become a blanket burrito as you turn into a house cat.
Oh. Okay. That's unexpected. Yeah. I guess once I become a cat, I shrink in size, and I just kind of, I don't know what's happened. It just, the world seems much larger all of a sudden, and I get confused, and I start kind of like I hop out onto one of the tables or something, and I start looking around and checking myself out. And I think the rest of the day, or not the rest of the day, but the rest of that time in that form would be spent running around as a cat, causing cat problems.
I will say, actually, in a fitting manner, it lasts for about 9 hours, actually.
Whoa. Okay. So for 9 hours, I'm a cat.
Yep.
Because I don't know how to
will say
change
you
that.
definitely caught the tender's attention, though, as there's probably 1 or 2 moments where, like, you got on the bar and you, like, knocked over a glass and she would, like, pick you up awkwardly and be like, just stay on the ground. Stay on the ground?
I do one of those mournful sounds.
Piggy-headed. When did we get a cat?
I don't know. When
Has
did
anyone
we
seen
get a cat?
Belza?
No! However, this cat is huge.
Sorry, not Belza. Jesus Christ. What is it?
Are we both
Hey.
that much trouble?
Sometimes it's hard to differentiate between you two, but I usually defer to you because you're the first in and last out.
Guilty.
Anyways.
I will say, as after a moment, like, it's one of those things where the tender doesn't really realize who you are, Belza. Or not Belza. Kiara.
Yay!
So there's kind of this just awkward moment of, like, again, she's kind of treating you like that awkward, like, you know how adults sometimes with babies are just super awkward?
Mm-hmm.
It's literally like that. She holds you at, like, arm's length like you're the plague. And, like, seriously, which one of you all brought a cat in here?
I give Kitty puppy dog eyes.
I'm sorry. Hold up. Wait a minute. Looks like Kalara. I'm gonna roll insight.
Just to clarify, if I may give a little flavor on this, I imagine Kilara, any form that they take, they have kind of the hyena, like the spotted hyena pattern kind of vibe. Those colorations.
Yo! Let's go!
Hold on. Start the count.
That's Kalara. Points at the cat.
Wait, seriously?
Really?
Probably during this
Scoop 'em up.
keeping out, just hearing all the fuss and just hearing that, look over. Ah, Clara's cute in that form.
Oh, you're so soft.
Kalara, why are you a cat?
I imagine like I'm sat back on the bar, and I just imagine like you're sitting in front of me, and I just looking up into your eyes, and you don't see my paw raised behind the glass, and I just push it over on your lap. Never breaking eye contact.
No! Why? What?
Yes!
I am cat. And then I prance away.
You were tender was a spray bottle.
The rest of the day is spent you chasing me with a spray bottle. I love it.
I will say, with that going on, the tender does seem to be very interested in what's going on, and she'll probably actually keep an eye on you like the rest of the day.
Okay.
I will say though, during your fight with Belza, it doesn't really go off. Like, you try, you focus, you try to take that imaginary shit or whatever, and it doesn't happen.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think Kilar's confused about it, but is intrigued to see how it works. I think it's a challenge. They see it as a challenge and to try and figure it out.
You'll get it in time.
I think the last thing I want to do during the week is I would go up to Silas probably later in the week, towards the end of this week, and have like a little moment where they come up and they don't really know how to say things. They're not great with like emotional speeches or anything. So
I think you find him
in where?
In his room.
Okay. I'll knock.
Just a minute. He opens the door and you see that he is not in his like usual attire.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like he has like he's been carving a stick.
Okay. Kilara won't ask about it yet, but Kilara will, like, doesn't say anything, just kind of, like, eyes looking off in the direction. They kind of got like a furrowed brow, like they're thinking of doing something, but they're not saying anything yet. And then they look at you in the Oh, go ahead.
Can I? Oh, wait, hold on. Pulls out spray bottle.
I don't react to it this time because I'm not Cat. I get sprayed a little bit, and I kind of look down at it, and then I look back at you in your eyes, and I give you a big hug, just very quick, just like lunge forward into a big hug, and then after an awkward moment, I break it without saying anything, and I just walk away.
Nice.
You're welcome.
And now you're wet because you sprayed me.
Damn it! Whatever. That's what I was doing. Yeah, so he leaves the door open. He's like, God damn son of a bitch. And he just goes back to carving out the thing he's doing.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'll say with that then, we'll just say it's another standard morning. If anything, Lex has probably just left a note on the bar for you guys, along with just quote-unquote continental breakfast levels.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly just saying, busy for the day. We'll call when you're. We'll call for your next mission.
Mm-hmm.
And she's left us to our own devices. Good morning.
Morning. Silas is in a different attire altogether. Like, he is in, like, pants, some boots? Rain boots? Suspenders?
One of those
And a
really
white
cheesy floppy bucket
collared
hats.
shirt.
Yeah.
That's off to the side.
Ah.
Coffee.
I'm sorry, but what are you supposed to be?
Oh, shit. Whatever.
Are you
It's gonna
like
come.
wearing a costume? Are you cosplaying?
I guess no, it's not a costume. This is a fisherman's attire. I'm going fishing.
Ooh.
Oh.
You
You've
coming down the
just been
stairs at
really
this
loving
point.
those trips, haven't you?
Look, it's a beautiful location, and I'm aiming to make more money through a fishing contest.
Fishing, eh?
Money? Fishing, eh?
Yeah.
Money?
Yes, money and fishing. Fishing for money. I mean, Anyways,
Alexa just has that resting bitch face looking at this like,
look. Until Tender gives me a key back to wherever Kalara's from, then we can get her brother back there because he wants some serious vacation time and time off.
Oh, he just wanted to go home. You know what? Never mind. It's not my business. It's not my business.
Look,
probably
if he
just
wants to go
laughing.
home, then to be fair, I would like him to go home too. I would like him to be back where he belongs. But unfortunately, we can't do that.
Yeah, kinda need the key. It kind of stops thinking on it. At least the proper one. Otherwise,
Yeah.
there's the looking over to Silas. How'd you find this exactly? There's always that method?
That method is stupid, annoying, and takes a long time.
And just kind of noted.
Fair enough. Speaking of home, though, kind of bringing out this a blueprint that she's had with her. I wonder if we can find an engineer that can build something like this. What you think, sis?
Kind of looks over, and you see that like a moment of like, ah, and then it's like, oh, you really want to make this again? You want to work on this project, sweetie?
Yeah, it's family tradition. You know that.
I wish we had better family traditions. Anyway,
Oh, come
I mean-
on. You always loved riding with Mom.
I did until I grew out my hair, and then it just got to be a pain.
Ooh-wee, the suspense is killing me. Are you going to share with the class or just stick to the back?
Oh,
He
yeah,
wants to make a bike.
kind of
what?
showing the blueprint. Check it out.
What is it?
It's a vehicle.
How
I
much
don't
would
know.
he know from like her travels and whatnot shenanigans and like her past in general?
Follow-up question for that, Key. Have you had any experience with the Hells?
I mean, ye old times dealing with other
Oh,
campaign that
that's
I'm
actually a
running.
valid point. I'd say
She
you
was
maybe have
married
some.
to something that was, technically a lord of sorts.
You probably have some general knowledge, but this looks way more advanced than what it was back then.
He probably looking at it just like, they've actually improved it.
Familiar with it?
And just, stops thinking on it. Primitive versions? Prototype maybe? Not the current form.
That's old fucking tech. How old are you?
And he just kind of, stops. Like, you see her actually thinking on this for a bit of time. Before she finally goes, I actually lost count.
Old lady. Anyway.
If I were to say, I'd say about 27, maybe 30. What? Am I wrong?
And she just kind of like, big ol' happy smile and just quick peck on the cheek going, thank you for that.
Damn it!
But yeah, no, this thing, these go faster than horses.
I think Kilara will get kind of close and look at it and kind of do that thing where you have your hands on your hips and you bend forward to look at something, and they're just kind of like rotating their head side to side, looking at it almost like a dog. And then they just kind of look over it, kind of glance over at you, Bells, and say, I mean, I'm pretty good with a land vehicle. Maybe if we can figure out something, we can figure out how to ride it together.
It needs certain metals to smith it. Wondering if any y'all know any engineers? You know, real tech savvy.
Define, well, I have some tech savvy myself. I'm pretty sure that through trial and tribulation, we'll make it work.
If it's made of wood, I can do it. And I hold up my boomerang.
This is a very particular kind of metal.
He thinking on it. Not sure if they're still alive, but also don't know where they are. Maybe?
It's an option, but thoughts for later.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yuki.
I'm going off. If judging by, you know what? If any of you want to come, 10 minutes.
Hell yeah.
I'm leaving in 10.
And I'm gonna internally scream as apparently is my computer saying "fuck you" again.
No.
Do we need to pause again?
Yes, sadly.
Technical
You-
difficulties.
You guys know what time it is.
All right. So a little bit of housekeeping before we go further, because apparently my computer is giving us the proverbial "fuck you." If we have another crash, we are going to go ahead and pull the plug here on Twitch. The good news is, though, one, we also record these, and they will be on YouTube in the not-too-distant future. But secondly, Luna here is also streaming it on her platform.
Hello.
And if you want to get to that, we actually have a link set up on our panels. If you go down and see Meet Miss May Luna, if you click on the little picture thing, it'll actually send you directly over there. But with that in mind, while we are, thank you guys those who have popped back in during this time. We are gonna get back rolling with the idea. Thank you, Bear, for helping with the CYA principle. And with that, before everything cut off, Silas was pretty much saying, if you guys want to come along, 10 minutes, and y'all can go together.
Okay.
And it sounds like that's the plan.
Yeah. I don't think Kilara has any sort of fishing gear or anything, but I do have a net.
It'll be fine.
Well, the good news is that I have decided to ask for a private lesson on fishing because I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. I admit to this.
Well,
Oh, very funny.
I've been fishing before. I mean, growing up where we did, we had to learn how to supply for ourselves, fishing, hunting, etc. So I think we'll be
I
alright.
tried fishing in the waterway as a boy, and let's just say it was just a stick and string, and I didn't catch anything.
I can't say I've been fishing, but I've dived into swamps before. Caught gators. Good eating.
I've never had a gator before.
It's kind of fishy. It's good though.
With that, though, you guys will all head to the door. Silas turns your key, and you are going to be greeted with a lovely pink ocean. The only other awkward thing I will say you notice as you are here is you do see that there seems to be a family on the not too distant side. And they look like, in our world, they pretty much look like capybaras.
Aww.
That walk on two legs. The only irony of it is two of them look like to be their little kids, and they're arguing over who gets a turn with the pail and shovel, while the other is in like this white and red polka dot one piece, big ass hat, and she's just yelling at them, being like, "Just let them have a turn with it. No, it's mine. Carol, can you help with this?" And you just see another capybara over under an umbrella out. Fucking cold.
Is it too late to change my character to become a capybara person?
Yes, it is. Get over it.
Oh, they're so cute. They're gonna die.
No.
It's okay, reincarnation is a thing.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
But as this is going on, I will say you see also kind of sitting with like a bunch of fishing poles and nets over in the corner here is what looks to be like an elven woman with a slight greenish hue in her skin, and looks like she even has kelp for hair.
Oh. Can I do a check to try and determine what she is? I'm pretty sure MJ knows, but...
Sure, absolutely.
What kind of check would that be?
Nature or history, since you're saying you... Well, we'll see. Nature or history.
Oh, they're the same modifier.
Waboo-doo.
13.
You know they're a variant of elf. I'll give you that much for certain.
Okay.
And if anything, you probably have a little bit of a gut hunch that the qualities that you see in her, the skin tone, the hair, that she's probably native to waters, coastlines, and such.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, she seems to have like a toothpick in her mouth that she seems to be like fidgeting with a lure and line.
Okay.
Is this the place there, Silas?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Door took us directly to the beach for some reason, but, it is what it is. Now, time to find that tutor. He's gonna do a look around.
I will say in this fitting manner, Silas, you remember being told about this woman and how she's probably the best teacher you could find? And yeah, this woman is your teacher.
There she is. Hello, mate.
Coming.
Sure.
Hello there.
Looks up. Oh, hey, are you? Oh fuck, I get paid. Don't get paid. Silas, right?
Correct, Silas Cyrus Sylvain. At your service. And these here are my companions, and we deeply appreciate your time and efforts to teach us how to fish.
Not a problem. Regina, good to meet you, hun.
Yo.
That's rather rough.
Anyway, so any experience? Any at all?
Unfortunately, none whatsoever, I must admit.
Okay then.
Closest I got
He's
is
just kind
wrestling
of-
gators.
He's just kind of, long ago, I've forgotten a lot.
I've got some
Lexi just kind
experience
of
fishing.
looks in the back like, I cook. I don't fish.
I've got some experience fishing and hunting, so maybe we'll see.
I will say the good news is it's not as bad as you think. The truth of the matter is it's kind of improved in recent years where you got the same basic tools, your lines and lures, as she points to the rods and reels and nets, like, by the way, you can borrow those for the day.
Glorious.
That's better than what I did. As he puts away the stick with a string attached to it.
The saw looks a little delicate. I'm worried I'll damage it.
Oh, it's okay. Silas is paying for it anyway.
He looking over some of them.
Yes.
Going, there seem to be some sturdy ones. There might be one for you, Belza.
Doubly, I shouldn't touch it because he'll yell at me.
What? No.
And I'll say, as you're
You know what?
going through-
Sorry, I apologize for interrupting, but is there a particular way of fishing that Belza doesn't have to use anything other than hands and or potentially teeth?
Oh yeah, totally. It's called noodling.
Wait, there's a
What?
thing for that?
Oh,
Yo!
there's people that use it all the time.
Show me the noodle.
It's not really a noodle. It's more like a figure. You know what? Just hang on one second. And she's gonna go into the water and start kind of fidgeting around a little bit.
Mhm.
And let's see here. What is she going to find?
Like, he's off in the background, still watching this, but, like, checking out the fishing poles and just eventually finding one and kind of walking over.
Yeah.
Looking over to Alexa, just like, you sure you don't want to join?
Yeah, no, that's all you. Again, bring back whatever you have. I'll get you all dinner at least.
Sounds
As you
good.
see her already laying out in the sand, and she's like pulled out a little mirror. She seems to get a tan.
Oh yeah.
And pardon me, as I am struggling with my PDFs. I am almost there. There we go. But yeah, she kind of just walks up the shore. You see her kind of fidgeting around, and eventually she catches eyes on this. Looks to be like a fairly large crab with golden coral on top of its head. It looks like a little crown.
Aww.
And literally is like, you can fish on the shorelines, and you can actually catch stuff here if you just time it right.
You just grab it?
Yeah.
She literally like gestures you to come here, come on. Now, for our players at home, or for our viewers at home, and our players, let's talk about our special little surprise. We got permission to use a special book called Why Slay Dragons When You Could Be Fishing. And it has a bunch of really cool mechanics for fishing, characters, tons of different fish descriptions. It's honestly really lovely. Done by Project.io. I think I said that right.
Link at the bottom.
Yeah, the link is in the panels for a special thanks too. But just want to make sure we gave that love. But for tutorial purposes, for our players, to remind you how this works. Normally, all checks for fishing are done through survival. But in this book, they actually let you make custom survival checks by having different fishing styles. One example is noodling, which is pretty much the idea of saying, instead of rolling with survival, you will take your strength modifier and add proficiency. And that becomes your new version of your survival check. So, for example, Luna, for strength, what's your current strength modifier?
Current strength modifier is a +5.
So then you're going to add your proficiency to that, and that's the roll you make for these checks.
So basically athletics.
Exactly. It might as well be. But the other thing I will say is there are different fishing styles for all of the major stats. There is enchanted fishing style, which is kind of the spellcasters, where you can use charisma or even wisdom. There's also just basic survival checks, which, are the classic fishing. There's even fly fishing that uses dexterity. And intelligence, where you kind of have your noisy, fun contraptions. So there's a bunch of different ways to do it. But with that in mind, for tutorial purposes, Belza, make me that check. Let's see if you can catch yourself a crab.
Don't know why I rolled twice, but
And I will say, as you go to reach down, like you have the right, and like you get a grip under the sides of the crab, but you forget how flexible they can be sometimes as they turn, and like one of the claws like gets you pinched nice in the thumb. And you kind of end up letting go of the reflex, like, motherfucker, and it just starts to scuttle back in the water.
Get back here!
Real quick, would it be possible to put the link for that for
On
the
it.
fishing thing in the chat by chance?
For
I
mine,
believe
no.
so.
Okay.
But Bear is on it. I think.
Okay. Hey,
Right
there it
on
is.
cue. IO Publishing.
Woo!
I don't know why I said Project IO. Good job, Brain. You're
Yeah.
amazing.
IO Publishing. Oh, it is
yes.
working. For the most part, I've had links off because there's been a lot of spammers.
Yeah.
Good news. I'm not a spammer. I am amazing.
Woohoo!
You are a bear. But with that, for the sake of tutorial purposes, let's let everybody else get around to try. For the sake of things, Kilara, what stat are you wanting to use for yours? I'm guessing you want to do noodling as well?
I'm thinking noodling, but I have a net, and I think I want to give the net a try first because I am a thrown weapons specialist, and I've had this net and I haven't used it much. So I want to
So
try
let's
to
have some
catch
fun with this. This is actually going to be a little bit of a creative one. We're going to kind of take a half and half then.
Okay.
I want you to...
There's actually a fishing style called trawling.
Thank you for reminding me.
Awesome.
So
I'll do
You
that.
remember what page? I can pull it back up real fast.
I got it. It is on. Where's the Jesus Christ? PDF problems, people. Haha.
PDF
Jumping
problems,
around.
indeed.
All right. Fishing styles are going to be up in
You can actually just
Wow.
search
Pressure,
it.
bomb, tinker, noodle, fly, tinker.
fishing
And this is where we
techniques,
get
page 47.
I am on page 40. Where is it? I'm almost there. 46, 47. Churning or chumming. What? Patient slots. High scanners, foodstuffs in the fishing area. Put your fish in a discard pile. That moment when we have a surprise where I didn't get enough time to read through this detail.
Yeah.
Roll to make 5. CC fish.
I've broken everything.
You have good job. No, I'm kidding. For the
Net
sake of
trawling
things,
strength.
so it was a strength check. Cool.
Page 45. Which is 46 in the PDF.
Page 45. Net trawling. There it is.
Yay! We found
Whew.
it.
We found it.
There's
The only issue with big book.
and I know someone said they're fishing with explosives. There's also fishing with explosives.
Oh my god.
There
Yeah.
actually is. We're gonna get to that. But
Oh
with
god.
that, here is the summary though. So for simplicity purposes, you're gonna make this at an advantage because you are dealing with a wider area.
Okay.
So make a strength check with advantage.
Oh.
There are a few more specific details, but the main summary is that because you're using the net, it's a wider area. You have advantage on your fishing checks.
Okay. Do I add my proficiency bonus or no?
You will still add proficiency bonus.
Okay.
In fact, I got the clarification on this, and I'll explain in a moment. But make it with advantage.
Okay. Do you want me to then instead just click athletics because that adds my proficiency bonus in?
Totally fine.
Okay.
Again, so as long as you make sure you get strength, there we go. And that is enough. As that crab that was starting to run away, you chuck your net out, and you actually get on top of it. And as you start to pull, you figure out, like, okay, this is actually a little bit heavier than I thought because it's just a lot to drag by yourself. Thankfully, as this is going, Regina kind of joins you and kind of helps you finish pulling this crab in. So the summary is that for net trawling, you get advantage so long as one of two conditions apply.
Okay.
You either have another person helping you pull the net in,
Mm-hmm.
or 2, you're in a boat of some form, and like you've attached the net to a vehicle that you're piloting.
Gotcha. Okay. Awesome.
Either
So
way.
I pull this this crab in, and as we get pulled in, it's just like,
We get revenge. We get to eat it now, right?
Ooh.
I mean, you can later if you want.
Yes.
As literally as you're saying this,
Turns
Lex is literally just like, yeah, I'm on it. Hasn't really moved.
Crap, 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 crap.
I will say it's also a fairly big crab. It's about 13 pounds.
ooh, big old crab.
He's a chunky boy.
Mm-hmm.
Chonker crab.
What about the rest of you? Or any of you, the rest of you wanting to try?
I'm pretty sure Q would just like with pole in hand, just looking at it, just kind of okay, like so, and just casts out.
And confirming, are you just doing a basic survival? Are you trying to use your magic to kind of light the lure or anything like that?
I'm pretty sure she would probably be doing like a mix of like produce flame up the tip to give it an extra little light to it, but for the sake of actual fishing would probably be like still just straight survival.
Well, actually, that's why I'm asking, because there is a category for enchanted fishing, and it can branch off to spellcasters like clerics and druids. So in this case, use your wisdom modifier plus proficiency.
So for me, it would be
Okay. And pardon me while I get back to my magical table. Whee! Seriously, there should be a side clip of me in my other window as I'm literally scrolling through all the pages. There we go. All right.
Great.
So you get to chunk this out a little bit further as you kind of get settled in. And you end up pulling up this really neat little fish that kind of comes up. You actually get a pretty solid control over it as you pull it in. But there's only one teeny tiny problem.
Oh.
Yeah, as you do this, you feel this weird buzzing in your head, and I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
It's a magic fish.
The magic fish.
That's a survival.
that was
That's
actually
a
the
wisdom
wisdom.
thing.
No, we got a wisdom save in there. As you're kind of holding, you're like, hey, cool, I got, what is this thing? Why am I holding a fish? Do I want the fish? And then you see the fish like flop out of your hands and just go back in the water.
Oh. I think
Meanwhile-
Kilara like scrambles after, like, no.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Q just like shaking head, just kind of like, the fuck just happened?
Regina will probably look like, forget me, fish. They're a pain in the ass.
And just
What?
Huh. Okay. So there's
They
some
have this,
odd ones.
yeah, it has this thing called chronic amnesia. So it swims outside the school. And it just kind of has those side effects for people that catch them at first. You can get through it, it's yours. They taste pretty damn good. But, yeah.
You just
Because I
kinda
will
look
say,
out.
as you're getting that education, like, a minute passes and, like, everything comes back. And it's like, wait, I had a fish. Where's the fish? Damn it!
He's staring out into the water, just, fucker, I'm gonna get you again, I swear.
This starts Key's obsession with fishing. Gonna go out and buy a whole boat and like all kinds of like fishing lures and all kinds of stuff, and then go out and like spend tons of money on fishing gear just to catch this one fish. It is your Moby Dick.
So, with that, though, as above the table, we're going to briefly review the rules for how this works.
Okay.
Fishing's pretty straightforward. You actually roll initiative like you would for combat. But each turn, you are kind of dealing with 1 hour of fishing time trying to deal with one fish.
Okay.
In this case, you have technically 2 options. You can either fish on the shoreline, or you can fish in the water. going out a little bit to try to get something a little deeper.
Okay.
Besides that, we've already made the rules to see what you're going to get in advance to save on time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it can be anywhere from 1 to 3 checks to see if you catch the fish. And that is basically the basics. We've already gone through the bulk of what your checks will be. I will say for the sake of things, Silas... Actually, I didn't give Silas a tutorial. Bad me. Are you wanting to get around the tests in?
You know what?
Do you want to try?
Sure. Why not?
All right. Step on up. Let's go.
So Silas is gonna take the fishing pole and kind of thrum the line. Gotta remember my fishing shit. God damn,
Yeah.
I was in the Boy Scouts. Spreads the line between his thumb and index, and he like, how do I magic? Oh, as he puts a little bit of magic in there. I'm gonna try enchanted fishing.
Okay. So that would be, in this case, a charisma style. And for fun, go ahead and make me that check.
Ooh.
Ow.
Okay, so you set up and you get comfy and you... It's one of those where you were saying, like, you don't have much experience, but you kind of... The magic's kind of working with you today. As you kind of get settled in and you start going, you get a tug. It's like, hey, cool, I got something. And the next thing you know, you feel like your shoulder's about to dislocate. It's like, ah! Make me another check.
Can I help at least anchor him?
Hey! Help!
Yes. So at least keep him steady, but make me another check.
Alright, do I do it with advantage or not?
For right now, no, because even Bells is probably in that level. Like, oh fuck, this is more than expected.
Oh jeez, what did you catch, a rock?
I hope
And
I did!
you're starting to actually lose control. It's like, nope, nope, nope. And you start to hear a voice in your head. You start to hear like 4 voices in your head that just kind of scatter around, where it's just like, help me, I'm scared. Don't let me go. Let me go, please.
What the fuck is this?
Overloading. Make me another check. This time with advantage, because you got Bells of rooting you.
Alright, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, you're starting to get a little control as you start to pull back.
Oh shit!
There we go. Yeah,
Come on,
you're
you
starting
got
to get that grip. You're getting that groove as you pull back. And you're starting to see this huge fucking shadow in the water. It's ginormous.
I got you, buddy. I got you.
Make me another check.
Oh, damn.
Kilara, help!
Kilara is going to start wading into the water to try and grab and help pull this thing up by hand as well.
No, don't grab the fish, grab me!
They've already gone.
I'll go ahead and actually spend a rage if that'll help to anchor him.
Not really. You're fine. Like, you've gotten as much benefit as you're gonna get.
Mhm.
All right. You're on the home stretch. You're starting to see it get closer and closer. Kilara, you're able to see at this point. This is a fucking shark.
Awesome.
Whoa!
What is it? Kilara, you got eyes on it? What is it?
It's a big one!
As I dive into the water to try and wrestle with the shark and help bring it onto shore.
I like how we just dive into
Why
the
is
deep
he
end.
going after it?
For the sake of things, Kilara, just because we've already dived into the madness of this shit, make me a strength fish check.
Same athletics check vibe?
Yeah, make me an athletics check. You got it.
23.
You get a grip on this thing and kind of hold this thing as you start digging into the sand as you help pull this thing up.
Mm-hmm.
And Silas, I need one more check.
Come on, big guy.
So
Come on,
advantage?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
And sadly, it's one of those moments where SS is going on. Killer, you're hearing those
Hold
voices
on.
too in your
Wait
head.
a minute. Hold up. I have something for this.
Oh.
I ain't going down like this. Fuck that. Shit.
I got this. Shit, I don't got this.
Hold up.
Hold it.
Mhm.
Ah, God damn it. Fuck this fish. I'm gonna win.
Just to clarify, I just want to say I gave my I put my pelt on the shore.
Of course. It is not enough, as in the combination of things, this shark turns to you, Kilar, bites you in the neck for 6 piercing damage. And
I
you
hope it
kinda
holds
lose
on.
your no, as you lose that grip, it breaks out, the line snaps, and it's gone.
Oh.
I'm under the water, just like feral, like bulging muscles, everything, like feral teeth showing, going right back at it.
We'll get it. We'll get it
Damn
next
it.
time.
I really wanted to get that shark.
Who said this is gonna be the only time you see it?
hmm Do I have like
Anyway.
a shark tooth left over? Like maybe it left a shark tooth behind?
You do, actually. I'll say there's one lodged in your shoulder blade. Why not?
Awesome.
Well, by the way, since Kalara saw it, do we want to showcase what it looks like?
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
It's so fucking pretty, guys.
We're gonna catch this.
It's under the fish. Yep.
Yeah. Ooh.
So good.
Ooh!
All right, that does look beautiful, though.
I know, right?
hmm
Hey, it's already on brand for you.
Perfect. I come out of the water like a Navy SEAL, just like walking up, like you see the top of my head, and then I'm just walking out of the water, and I've got this like blood running down a little bit, and I don't look perturbed by it, but I pull out when I get to Silas the shark tooth and I toss it to him.
Oh,
Jesus, that's a big fucking tooth!
oh, that's gonna leave a gnarly scar.
We'll get him next time, don't worry.
Fucking what was that?
My guess, void shark.
Void
Maybe a
shark.
greater?
Void what?
A greater void shark?
Looking at the tooth, probably from the size of that.
You heard? Did you hear voices in your head?
I heard 4 of them.
Greater void shark.
Whoa!
Huh. I'm good at this. Let's go. Haha. I'll get him next time.
You feel that tug again, you just let me know. I'll hold on to you, okay?
Well, we'll find out. Oh.
Well, I'll say at the very least, the fact that it's in the area means that it's probably not going anywhere for a while. It's probably trying to feed. So, yeah. You know, maybe you'll find it again during the tournament.
All right, yes. My friends, I'm participating in a tournament, and I'm trying to get money to make the ship better, more accommodating for your brother and cohort.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
Novel idea.
Would you like to help me in that endeavor?
Sounds like a fun time.
Perfect.
I think registration's up in the market area. Look for the dude that's selling the chill pops.
Let's go.
All right.
But yeah, I'll be
Hey,
hanging around if you have any other
ow.
questions. Make yourself comfy. In fact, I'm gonna go chill with the nice lady. I'm probably just gonna go sit with Lexa.
Thanks,
And there's like
dude.
a moment where Lexa's probably like gets the shade on her for a second, like just gonna like scoot over another like 5 feet.
Yeah. I'm gonna plop this crab down next to the both of them as we go in to register or whatever.
All right. With that, then, let us migrate to. We'll do the.
Ooh.
As you start to kind of go through the city streets and such, and it's it's honestly very nice. It's kind of a little bit touristy, but very relaxed. As eventually, I will say, Regina gave you a description that they were apparently a white dragonborn. Is the person you're looking for? And eventually, a little up the ways, you see this white dragonborn, like this red, like button up that's unbuttoned, has a little bit of a cooling aura around him as he seems to be selling these frozen popsicles.
All right.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, bruh.
Oh, jeez.
Bruh. Bruh. What? Bruh? Okay, sorry. Excuse me, but would you happen to be the coordinator for the fishing competition?
Ugh. Yeah, bruh. Name's Cyrus.
Nice to meet you. I'm Silas.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so you got about 3 hours to fish. Heaviest thing you get is what we tally. Heaviest fish for the day wins.
Cool.
Catch a shark.
Then you catch a shark, bruh. Good job.
Okay.
By the way, any of y'all want a chill cone? I gotta sell these so that I can actually get out of here. Sooner
How
it's
much
done,
are
sooner
they?
I can go for about a gold a pop, bruh.
I'll buy 4 of them.
Just hands them out easily. It's like, thanks, bruh. Now I gotta sell like a lot more. It's still a little cooler beside that his tail's wrapped around.
I'm gonna buy one of them as well to bring back
Oh,
to.
well,
Lexa.
Silas just bought the one and gave one to each person, and then, oh, I forgot about Lexa.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one for Lexa as well.
Should we get one for Teach too?
I mean,
Want to? Sure.
Cyrus, do you know Regina?
Oh yeah, she a good chick.
Does she like your wares?
I mean, yeah, she good.
No, I meant, does she like your popsicles?
Oh yeah, she like them.
Oh, then let's buy her one.
I will say as you're doing this, it's like a lot less, and you'll see those 2 capybara like kids show back up, and they're like, "I want another 5."
Oh,
You got the
jeez.
money for it? Yeah. Just gives a sigh, takes the money, gives them. It's like, feel bad for their ma,
Why do you feel bad for her? Oh,
because these things are filled with so much sugar, man.
He's
Ooh,
just
they're
on the
sweet.
side giggling.
Mhm.
I'll take a bite.
hmm.
And they're like tropical flavors. Like for a second, things you say you got a yellow one, and you can tell it's like pineapple-y. There's like very sweet pineapple, a little extra sugar in there, yellow, fruity, really nice.
Okay.
These are good.
Not bad.
If I get a pineapple one, is there also a coconut one so I can have a pina colada one?
You know what? Sure.
Okay, I buy an extra so I can tag team the flavors.
Have a pina colada and get caught in the rain.
Mm-hmm. So I'm double fisting the pineapple and the coconut, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome.
And as
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
are kind of getting settled in, he'll get you like sign up little clipboard showing that you're all participating.
Oh, yeah.
And as that happens, you hear the shrill sounds of a woman on the beach being like, "Who gave you more of those chill cones?"
Yeah.
He just
And
hearing
at that
looking
point,
over.
Cyrus just picks up the chest and is like, "Well, I'm closed for today, bro. See y'all later." It just starts walking away.
I'm gonna stop him actually and say,
Could I get like 10 more of those?
You know what, bruh? It's like, can you give me like 15 gold, bruh?
15.
Do you give him 15 gold?
I give him 15 gold.
He hands you the trunk.
Hell yeah!
Your problem now.
Leave.
Yes!
Just looking in. Ooh, can I get another one?
Yeah, I open the trunk.
He's just like,
It's
"Hmm,
full.
these
It's
aren't
filled with
bad."
about it's filled with about 30 of them.
Hell yes.
Excuse me, Kalara, aren't you more concerned about the raving mother? Whatever she is, I have no clue, and I don't want to be racist today.
No, it's not my problem. She's just the mother, and I'm going to give a bunch of sugar to her little kids and have them run around and annoy the fuck out of her. It'll be great.
Let's bring
Must
it
be a
back to
good day
Lexa.
for us.
Let's bring it back at least to
Yeah,
Lexa.
well, fair enough. Let's go and do that, yes.
And I'm gonna say, actually, with this note, we're gonna take our commercial break for the day for right now, because when we come back, we're gonna have you guys do your rounds of fishing and such.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Thank you for your patience dealing with the first hurdle of internet and computer OBS being little shits. When we get back, we will give a little extra love to IO Publishing, talking about the book and everything, and then we will dive back into the fishing competition.
Be right back.
See you guys soon.
Whee!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
While we're getting settled back in, we want to take a moment to actually give a shout out to IO Publishing for letting us use their content today. So, brief gush moment, bear with us. I'll go ahead and say right now, spoiler warning, if you are not wanting to see high amounts of information about this book, please take a mini bathroom break, get some water, play some elevator music in your head, whatever you'd like to do. Actually, you know what? In fact, let me help you with that thought. I had a moment. Wait for it. Wait for it. Because I know we have this silly thing. I think it was called... There we go! It's close enough to elevator music.
Very much so.
Pardon me as I drag this over. So, the content we're using today is from IO Publishing, and it's literally a book called Why Slay Dragons When You Could Be Fishing. And it is a giant book that details fishing mechanics, really interesting content on locations, characters. It's honestly really impressive and super in-depth. So, like, for today's session, we are taking...
We are in no way sponsored by IO Publishing. We do thank you very much deeply for letting us use your content with express permission from Brett Ultimus. I have the receipts.
Yes. That is the other big thing we will clarify. Actually, let's make that disclaimer as well while we're at it. When it comes to D&D content and other things here, we are not sponsored by anybody. We just like gushing and sharing about this content because it's really fucking cool. And we get the permission from those that we need to so that we can. But for today's session, we are using the Coast content with all the characters so far that we've used today have been from the Coast minus their teacher. That one was from the forest area. But yeah, if you are interested in the book, it's from IO Publishing, and you can find the link to that in our panels. And also a little earlier up in the chat, called for iopublishing.com.
Big thank you for them letting us use this content. Mwah! Love you guys.
Yes, but seriously, big ass fucking book. Lots of content, plenty of creative things to use. Anyway, with that in mind, hug, kiss, thank you, IO Publishing. Thank you, Chesapeake, for the maps. And as always, thank you, Kevin McLeod, you crazy motherfucker, for our music. Especially this music, because it's fun for me to use it while I distract you guys, and we have some fun talking about amazing content. Anyway.
I'm sorry, I don't know who Chesapeake is. Isn't it pronounced Che-Peko?
Fuck out.
It takes a little getting used to.
Actually, that reminds me. Hold that thought. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
The silence is deafening.
You take 5 points of damage.
Ow!
All of us?
Yes, you fell.
Ow!
Oh, that was from earlier. Oh. I remember now.
What happened?
That's right.
Rude.
When we were sassy towards the beginning before we started. Yeah.
Silly story time. I've been a melted brain today trying to get stuff ready, and they have been silly and sassing me. So I was like, I'll get you back for this. So for the sake of things, I rolled a d20. It's like, take 5 points of damage. What happened? You fell.
Owie.
Can you resist that damage? No, you fell. Anyway.
DM.
Also, that's okay. Hey, it could be much worse. Let's be honest here.
I've so far taken 11 damage and we haven't even fought anything.
The good news is you're not going to really be taking much more damage today.
Okay.
With that in mind, let's migrate back to the beach.
Yay.
And with that, so here's how this is going to work for the fishing tournament.
Mm-hmm.
You all are going to be doing 3 rounds of fishing, getting various attempts to catch different things. And whoever catches the heaviest fish by the end of the 3 rounds is our winner. And will take home the glorious cash prize.
Woo!
Anyway, with that in mind, they give 2 options for how to handle fishing initiative. One is by doing a basic initiative roll, or people can volunteer. Belza, wanting to help Silas with trying to hunt down this shark, has volunteered to go immediately after Silas. So what I'm going to say is, I need everybody except Belza to roll me initiative.
Okay. Be sure to click on tokens.
Do not forget to click on tokens.
Yeah, that would help.
Fact.
But hey, guess what? I'm gonna roll initiative so well that it's a 20.
And I did it dumb, by the way, because apparently, yeah, it's a long story, but Jinamar and all the stuff was still in there. So I'm having to... Here's what makes it even funnier. I'm not gonna lie, while I'm adding people's stuff back in, like, I opened it up and it was like, yeah, there's nothing here. And then, like, 10 seconds later, everything showed up. And I was like, really? Motherfucker.
Oh no.
Anyway.
Classic.
It's fine. It's fine. Technology loves me. That's all I'm gonna say. Technology loves me. 20. And for the sake of things, we'll see if Luxa gets any interest in trying to do something.
Very lazily.
Press exit out.
He gets
I
to
got
cook what
my-
we catch, if anything.
I mean, that's kind of her whole shtick. You will cook. Alright. I got everything up. We are ready to go. So, first on the list is Silas.
Oh! Me!
What do you do? It's you!
Alright, so since we're at the coast, what kind of locales do we have for fishing?
So for the sake of things, I will say you have technically 3 options. 2 main ones, and then the third, you're gonna have to do a little extra walking if you want to do it. The first option is literally just trying to see what you can get on the shoreline. The second is going a little deeper in the water. It is your new shore, so I just call it getting like I'll say knees deep or deeper to get into the water to see what you can, cast out and get. And then finally, there's the cove. And that would be kind of going exploring, finding a little cave area, like a little separate area that's a little more private.
Okay.
So whenever it's your turn,
do we-
you'll need to tell me which of the 3 areas you want to go to. And then we'll go from there.
Okay. Where would I find the shark? We're gonna
Well,
fish
no,
that some
you
bitch up tonight,
You
Today,
would know...
whichever it is.
You would know in general that would be a get in the water, cast the line out, and see if you can snag it again. You know that you're probably not going to find it in the cove, and you know it's definitely not going to be like on the shore-ish.
Alright. We're gonna have to get in the water.
In the water.
So, I think we're gonna just go off in the distance. Far out to this distance. By the way, this is the Beach Kraken without the Kraken map for
Yay!
And I'd probably be
from
going with him.
JPECA.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, go.
This should be good enough. There's some nice deep water here, and my knees are thoroughly soaked.
Yeah, it's part of the fun.
Oh,
That it
so
is.
good.
Alright. Let's get in. Dig my heels in as best I can. And you might want to stand back a little bit.
Kind of duck.
Oh, then he kind of winds it around his head and lets the line loose. Enchanting
Alright,
it with magic.
of course. So you let it out, and you see it kind of start to sink, and you wait a little bit. There's probably maybe 1 or 2 rounds where you kind of get it out and you cast it again. But eventually, you do feel a solid tug.
Tug.
Yeah. Make me a charisma check.
Hooah! Ooh, shite.
It seems to be really
Hold on,
heavy. It's hard to
Hold
get.
on. Can I guide it?
yourself? Yeah, go on ahead.
Guidance! Go! Oh, baby, guidance for the win, baby!
Hey, guess what? It's actually starting to move closer to you. Make me another check.
Yes!
You're making progress.
Yes!
You're doing it. Look at you do it.
It's not the shark, but I'm making progress.
Oh, you're doing really good, Nike. You're getting the groove in. Belza, make me a perception check.
I got him! I got him!
What you got?
Make-
The whole 10.
Belza, something stinks.
Oh no.
Make me one more perception. Give me one more charisma check, Silas.
I got him! I got him! I got his stinky.
You got it all right as you pull out an outhouse.
Ugh.
Oh, what? I must be stronger in magic than I thought I would.
Oh, that reeks.
It's a whole ass outhouse! And why does it smell when it's been underwater for so long?
I think in the background you just hear Kilara as they're walking by in the direction of the cave, just going.
At least it's heavier than what you got, which is nothing!
I'll say for the sake of things, you can probably, go ahead, if you take the time to finish washing the remnants out of it, you can probably sell it for a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Or, hear me out, I can use it for the restaurant.
The bathroom.
I mean, hey, it's a free bathroom and I don't have to invest in plumbing except for a hole, which I could probably convince Belza as a game and get it done really fast. Count me in.
True.
All right. Gosh, that was too funny.
Plus, it fits with the aesthetic of the beach.
No,
Lord
jeez.
help us all. With that, Belza, it is your turn.
I guess since he's kind of in deeper water, I'm kind of trawling nearby, probably closer to the shoreline, because if I get too deep, I'm gonna get yelled at.
You find another crab.
Crab.
You want to wrestle the crab?
I want to wrestle the crab.
Crab.
Noodle the crab.
And
Make me that check.
and I'll go ahead and mark off the rage.
Okay, go ahead.
Round
here,
2.
fucker.
Oh, this time you got it without an issue. As you just dive into this thing, you actually hear one of the arms crack. It's like, yeah! Oh, I broke it. But hey, you got a crab.
Holding it up above my head. Silas! Crab!
Oh,
It's broken.
Is this the victory song?
did you
Oh.
catch it or did you kill it?
Oh.
I can't tell.
Checking. It's still angry.
It's dead.
Oops. It'll still cook. Go scuttle that back to Lexa. Come back.
But hey, it's a start. You got something. But yeah, sadly, with it being dead, you can't really use it for the contest. But hey, it's a start.
It's food.
It's okay.
It's food.
It's food. You all are gonna have crab legs for dinner. Kilara.
Well, I'm just imagining we bring that crab over and we show it to the other crab. Like, this is what happens to you if you don't keep in line.
It hides behind Lexa.
And I'm gonna go to the cave, but I ask Key if Key wants to join me to go to the cave and fish from there.
It'd probably be
Because
like
you said,
it'd probably just be like looking at the shore, looking at where Silas and Bells are, and just like, cave doesn't sound bad.
yeah, because that was one of the places mentioned, right? Was like this cove cave.
It's a cove.
situation?
So yeah,
Oh,
kind of
cove,
like
okay.
a little bit. Think of it like a little bit of a private space.
Okay, I was imagining it as like an actual cavern with the water running through it.
I'd
so
say it's kind of like that.
Okay,
Pardon me while I choke on air again.
I'm gonna go to the cove then. The cove. And I'm gonna fish in the cove. I'm gonna do, because it's survival based, regular fishing first.
Okay. Because
Which
we
I-
learned during the break the fun reminder that technically your
Key
your
of the
key
expert.
gives you advantage.
Yes.
So make me that survival check. Let's go.
Let's go. Only a 14 though.
Honestly, it's a smooth enough draw and back that you don't have a problem as you start to kind of cast and release.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel something kind of pull in and just quickly are able, like with nimble precision, just whip it out of the water. And you seem to hold what looks to be like a little metal sphere with a button on it.
I am a button pusher, but I'm looking at the button, and I look up at key, and I look at the button, and I look at key.
Is this thing magical at all, or?
I can ritually
coming from it.
Okay, because I can ritually cast detect magic too.
Like
you can tell it has abjuration magic, to be precise.
Like I can picture Key like looking at it, just kind of like, all right, that's not a fish, the fuck, and just taking time, stare at it a little bit, and
yeah, you can tell it seems to have some form of electricity kind of charged through it.
Yeah, just be like, it has some form of electricity going through it. Might be a device for fishing? Hard to tell.
Well, no time like the present.
I grip my teeth and I press the button.
Okay then. Hold on one second. The fun of providing the chaos pieces. And actually, I made a slight error. But first off, make me a dexterity saving throw.
This is an abjuration, is it?
Oh, it's still technically abjuration, but
okay.
The damage type was incorrect.
22.
The good news is there's a little bit of delay in the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of feel it starting to vibrate as like it can't contain the energy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost imagine for the sake of things, you try to chunk it back out in the water.
Yeah.
And as you do, like right before it hits the water, it explodes. And
what was that?
4 points of thunder damage.
Yay!
I'll also say in the process, though, just for shits,
Mm-hmm.
hold on one second as I do the continuous dance of scrolling up and down this PDF. Because my brain was like, I have everything planned out. No, of course you don't. If you're ever bored of a D&D session, it's your own damn fault. That's all I'm going to say.
You're the one DMing? Yes.
I like how I've literally am like trying to find one thing, and it's like, you're not gonna find it. I will say, oh wait, getting warmer, colder. Fuck. This is the content. There we go. Finally, damn. Yeah, that fits. I will say, as it explodes, you see a squid flop up on the shore.
Yeah, caught a squid.
It's actually kind of tiny. Looks to be very clear, like alabasterish kind of color.
Okay. Is
has
it still
a nice
alive?
little. No, it's definitely dead.
Oh.
But it looks something like this.
Oh, it's very pretty. Spice squid.
And you killed it.
What the hell?
I pick it up daintily with my fingers and I set it in the caught pile.
Well, I mean,
I put my hands up like I won. Eh?
He's just kind of, it's not alive, can't use for competition, but looking at it, it'll probably taste good.
calamari?
Yeah.
Not too bad if cooked right. And looking back towards the beach, Lex is a good cook, so thumbs up and just big old grin.
Fortunately, it's already partially cooked, so.
I will say for funsies, Kilara,
Yeah.
make me another survival check.
19.
So yeah, you have a very strong gut as you kind of are inspecting it, and you can tell this is a smaller one. It's about 6 pounds.
Okay.
But you can see as you're kind of inspecting it, it looks like it has actually like this, almost like a little bit of like some form of liquid in like the top of it.
Mhm.
And you actually take a little bit of a whiff of it, and it kind of has a little bit of a spicy scent to it.
Ooh. Okay. Hence the name.
So it actually looks like it might be really good for not only a good meat, but there's actually content inside that can maybe help like seasoning and flavoring.
Awesome.
But yeah, with that in mind, Key, what do you want to do?
After seeing Kalara have that happen and everything else, just getting the hook, lure, all that jazz set up, and she just casts out in generally same spot.
Alright. And okay. So you go to set yours out, and you're kind of having this like it's one of those things where you feel something kind of weighty on the line, but it doesn't really feel quite right. So eventually you kind of pull out the check and see what happened, and it looks to be like a leather pouch.
Just looking at it, blink, blink, blink. Not as explosive as yours, but kind of takes it, like carefully pops open to see what's inside.
It looks to be like some waterlogged papers.
Oh.
I mean, if any of them are like damaged and there's the damaged remnants there, you can mending, kind of repair it at least a little bit.
You can do a little bit, and you see that it seems to be this long contract discussion on who gets what for a divorce.
Oh.
Like I can just picture Key reading this off to Kilara, hits a certain point, just someone's divorce papers.
Wow! Congratulations, you're divorced.
In fact, for funsies, I will say as you sift through, you see on the back in like heavy ink, literally just like "fuck you, Adam."
He, seeing that, just kind of stops. Like, doesn't say it out loud, but you can see she's thinking, and like in her head is like did I ever screw someone with that name? Hold on.
Well, Key, congratulations on your divorce. So happy for you.
Like hearing like Kilara saying that jokingly, Key's just kind of like, well, like she puts her hand on her like her pouch and just kind of, been there once. Technically twice. Kind of like, not sure how the second one feels on that one or not.
And so, for context, now that we're through the first round of initiative, yes, there are junk items even on the fishing. So when they roll their D100s, there's actually a chance you get nothing, or you can get actual junk. And there's actually descriptions for all of the junk.
Yay!
Yeah, that's funnier than it should be.
There's so
It has
junk.
been
like they
a
can pull up a
delight.
goddamn house.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take the divorce papers over a
Oh
shit
my god.
tank.
We got so far.
Wow.
Yeah, we got an outhouse, an explosive device, and a pouch filled with divorce papers. And only one of us caught a fish. Well, crap.
I'll respond the following way. You had an explosive device.
Had.
Crap.
But I caught a squid with it.
Mind you, you took that shit into the ocean.
Yes. Yeah, it wouldn't have been worth anything.
Anyway, for the sake of things, what does Lexa do with her turn? She probably hears the soft explosion in the distance, looks up, shrugs, goes back to her tan.
Lifting
That's not
the
accurate.
glasses up, just be like, nah, puts them back on and leans back. I love that. Great
Like,
imagery.
literally just like, not my circus, not my monkeys.
Meanwhile, in the cove.
Meanwhile, on the beach.
Back on the beach. Hey, Silas. You ready for your second
Hi.
round of fishing?
I'm ready for my second round of fishing. Hopefully, I don't pull up a freaking shit house. All right. Rears back, gets ready, goes again.
All right. All right. So you get set up as you're kind of going, and you feel this time you get another one that's gonna be a little bit fire. This time you feel like you got an actual fish though. That's the good news.
Ooh, I think I got him.
But yeah, as you go though, it's definitely one that's gonna fight. So I need you to make me another check.
Sam sticks in his heels, says, "Bring it on." Bit.
Ooh.
And you're like, I've got this, bring it, bit, and then suddenly you feel the line snap.
You good, bud?
Just my pride is dying on the inside as his temple is resting against the fishing pole. Just my pride is dying on the inside. It's fine. It's perfectly
Fine.
fine.
It's fine. Somebody has to get fish or else you're not eating tonight. Let's bells up.
I guess
Round 2.
round 2 on my side.
Yep.
Gonna keep trawling the shoreline.
All right. Make me that roll.
And again.
You can go ahead and make me that check. I'm ready when you are.
Just regular athletics or
Regular
TP?
athletics. You got the cruise by now. You got it.
just the first.
If you want to rage, you can do your advantage.
Sure.
And actually, this time you got it nice and clean. As you kind of see some things that are like rooted deep in the ground, they look like clams. And you kind of, easily grabbing it. As you do though, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I'm good at these.
And actually, Silas, you need to make me one too.
Like, if it's close in proximity.
Hey yo, baby, I ain't worried about nothing.
Yeah, it's one of those where you do it, and you pull it out, and you're like both of you could tell it's a scallop. You know
What
scallops
the
are pretty
fuck is
good.
this?
In fact,
Ooh.
I'll say you could probably, as you get, like, you see a little cluster, so you're able to grab like 2 or 3. And they're like nicely sized. But as you do this, you see one like snap open its mouth, and this ear-piercing scream
No.
just comes through.
I don't squeeze it to push it, but I squeeze it to close his mouth, like, shut.
Yeah, and like you close and it stops. And then another one opens its mouth.
Just quickly bringing them over to, like, Lexa, like, burying them in a bucket full of sand, like, shut!
And like as this happens, like Lexa's like, okay, we got shellfish for dinner. And like suddenly you just hear the little
Don't take them out of the bucket until you're ready to boil them.
got it.
I scream! I scream very loudly! My ears!
Do you scream loud enough where we hear it in the cove?
Yes, you can actually hear it while you're in the cove.
Key looking at Kilara. You think one of them caught something and that's it?
I mean, honestly, it's just, as long as it's not an explosion, I think they're all right.
Fair enough.
I'll scoot back to Silas, like, hey!
Oh god.
Oh god, it's evil.
You're screaming scallop.
Scallop. Hey, it counts for the contest. It's alive.
Mm-hmm.
It's alive. And I'll say for the sake of things, it says that weights is 0 pounds, but honestly, I'll say with the cluster, we'll say that you can get a combined weight of
4 pounds.
pounds.
Woo!
I'll give you a +1, so 5 pounds. 5 pounds of screaming scallop.
Hey, it's good eating.
It's good eating. It's yummy. With that, Kilara, back with you all in the cove. What do you want to do?
Kilara is tired of fishing up explosive devices and divorce papers. I'm getting the hint that this area is not filled with good fish, so I dive into the water and I swim in the direction of where they're fishing, but I want to noodle down under the surface of the water.
Okay. I like this.
I also, while I'm here, want to do something else, but we'll do the noodling first.
All right. Since we're doing near shore, that means you're fishing for. Got it. You're getting one of those. All right, I'm ready for your check. Make me your check. Let's go.
Hell yeah. I believe this was an athletics one, yeah? Strength plus proficiency.
Yeah. If you're doing the noodling, this will be strength athletics.
Okay. 23.
and you are able to comfortably grab this without an issue. It's very smooth, no problems as you yank it out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
And you've gotten yourself a Kelpie fin.
What?
Which I'll say, as you do it, like you kind of see this thing in the water, and
Mm-hmm.
it kind of looks to be like this greenish dolphin
Mm-hmm.
with Kelpie extrusions coming from the fins that cover the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And as you kind of grab and you're starting to like pull it out of the water, you're doing really solid with it. That's the good news.
Mm-hmm.
But I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. I'm going to use an ability. Even before, I'm just going to declare. I have combat superiority die, and I have superior willpower. When you make an intelligence, a wisdom, or charisma saving throw, you can expend a superiority die and add it to the roll.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll add a D8 to that.
Excellent.
One of my superior dice. 3. So first, the wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
11, and I'm going to tack on a D8. That's only 2, so 13.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What would you say Kilara is immediately afraid of?
Kilara is afraid of, I think, channeling again that trauma, afraid of losing people that are considered family or found family.
So, knowing that your father kind of had a lot of push in that, in that technical thing, you see slowly but surely this what looks like a dolphin morph and swell as it looks to be like the underwater corpse of your only father.
Oh.
And scares the shit out of you as you let go. And it just immediately and it swims away, morphing back into the dolphin.
I resurface, looking at I feel like I started swimming back towards Key when I was doing this because I want it to be an R pile, but then that happens and I come back above the water and take a deep breath and I hate this place.
Just looking over, getting ready for hers. Just so, what'd you almost get? Like very questioning.
I think I almost called my dad. I'm not sure.
Just so something that weird illusion here.
Yeah,
We did leave his corpse out.
I think I call feelings, bad feelings. That's what I call it. Wait, I got one more thing I gotta do though. I'll be right back.
And I duck beneath the surface of the water one more time.
What are you doing?
I want to swim back over to where they are and see Silas's line in the water. And I want to come up to it and toy with it.
Oh, I think it might be it. It has to be.
Don't jump to
nemesis
conclusions.
is underwater.
Don't jump to conclusions too quick.
You're
So-
right. He's toying with me.
And I keep tugging on the line and just trying to make it like it's nibbling.
Oh.
I'm gonna. Silas is gonna insight this what he thinks is the fish.
This is too funny.
Insight versus deception.
Or performance, whichever one you want to use.
You know what? I'll let you choose, Kilara. Deception or performance. Your choice.
For me?
Yes. Build in a
Uh,
contested check. See if Silas can catch this bluff or not.
Both are only a +1, so I'll just go with deception. 14.
So
I win.
at first you're really excited, like, I got it. It's mine now. I have the fish. And then you kind of start to realize the tugs are a little more inconsistent than you thought. And then you look out a little further and you see the silhouette looks more humanoid than fish.
God damn it. He reels it in a little bit. He's gonna play with the act though. He's gonna reel in a little bit.
I keep following.
So I'm going to make the deception check here against your insight.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a stealth check to try to like, if he's like nodding towards like, yeah, this is bullshit.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna play pounce.
Oh. So you all are having this intellectual dance. And Silas is like, I'm gonna fuck with Kilara. Kilara, you realize that he's probably trying to fuck with you.
Mm-hmm. I tie his lineup on a rock. And then I walk out of the water and I say, "Hey, looks like he caught something." And I toss some seaweed at him. And I walk away.
You
You know what? Just for that shit, Kilara, Silas, both of you take inspiration.
Yay!
Hey.
We're gonna need it here when we try to catch that shark.
Oh, that is
Probably.
beautiful, though.
Oh yeah, like ahead of time, I'm probably going to sacrifice my round specifically for Silas on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just staying ahead.
Yeah.
Like, he's alright.
With that,
That's the end of my turn.
Key, are you sticking in the cove or do you want to go somewhere else?
She'd probably, like, Kilara went off to mess with the others, do something else. She's not sure. She'll stick with the cove for this cast, and then probably head back towards Silas and the rest of them for the third one.
Make me your check.
Nice.
So you really get a solid grip this time. You're like, okay, I at least caught a fish this time. As you kind of plant your feet and you start to pull up, and you see the starting view of this dolphin with kelp hair. And make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
Fucking dolphin.
Key afraid of.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I'm actually having to think on this one. Probably, like, large group of people finding out what she actually is and, like, chasing after her kind of deal.
So it's one of those things where you start to see as it comes out of the water, it had one set of eyes, and then suddenly you see like 3 sets of glowing eyes, then 5, then 10, then hundreds. They all just look at you. But you kind of get it together. You kind of plant the pole somewhere to get that extra support as you yank this thing up, because fuck, it's heavy. But after a bit, this thing just flops on the ground and you've got yourself a kelpie fin.
Jeez.
hey, redemption!
Redemption arc.
Meanwhile, he just putting it into, like, with the spice squid and just stops looking at it, thinking, is that what Kilara almost got? And then got scared by? Thinking about it, what she saw, and just, ugh. And then kind of that moment of looking around, like, she's alone currently.
Yeah.
What are those
So-
rules?
She's just gonna kind of, alright, well, I'm alone and I have the moment. She's just gonna strip completely nude and just, like, take a dip in the water. Just kind of relax, have a bit of have a bit of time to herself.
Well, they're gonna be very impressed by you, Key. That fish was 204 pounds.
Oh!
Fuck!
No, makes this funnier. She only has technically a strength stat of 9.
Yeah.
You used your strategy to your advantage, and you're able to make it work.
Congrats.
Okay!
So she's like, once she's done with her little dip in the water and everything else, she's gonna try to pick up the bucket and be like, how the fuck did I get this out of the water? So she's gonna be dragging the bucket over to them from the cove after getting dressed in a whole 9 yards. Probably also
And,
like
like-
going into her actual pixie form, just having a quick like fly around a like good distance up away from the water because she's flown close to the water surface before in her true form. Almost got eaten by a
Yeah.
fish. She's learned.
Yeah, and for this one, because it's live, you're able to kind of carry it to Cyrus, as he's kind of one of the judges, and he kind of keeps it contained and healthy so that you can either cook it or throw it out later.
Oh no, that is going to be food for probably tender proper.
I will say a silly matter. As you pass by Lexa with it, Lexa will look, And both of you'll start to hear the sounds of like this very seductive laughter. And immediately Lex will kind of like just pull out, like have the reflecting mirror thing that she's been using for her tan, smack it. Like, shush.
He's looking at her, looking at the thing. What did it show you?
You don't want to know.
Her Key just going, I'll tell you what it showed me if you tell yours.
My mother.
He just kind of, bunch of people. Bunch of people. Like, she's doing that in, like, moment of minor illusion kind of deal. Just bunch of, like, eyes and, like, a giant mob.
Don't get me wrong, love my mom, but she has this whole thing about wanting me to be like her and business shit. And just, it's not my shtick. Anyway.
And Key's just kind of, understandable, continues, like, dragging, and then just stops for a moment. I'm gonna give this one to Tendo because it weighs a lot.
Yeah, you do what you gotta do, hun. And with that, we're gonna have a rare fun bonus moment, because after that, Lex is gonna try to continue her tan.
Mhm.
She broke her tanning mirror.
Smacking the fish.
And just gives that, like, puffed out cheek pout. Like, damn it.
Hey.
Looks to the
Funny.
water. Looks to the water. Thinks about it for a minute. And then she kind of just shrugs, like, fine. Grabs a lure.
Aw.
And let's see if she catches anything.
Oh.
Aw.
And hey, it's not her shtick. She tries, like, gets some start, but then you just kind of see it snaps. Just kind of, damn it. Hey guys, please get something, because I'm sure as hell not.
Working on it.
I was,
Like a
And-
picture.
so I was fun hearing that. He's muttering to himself like, I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna win.
Silas,
I'm gonna get it. What?
I've got an idea. You want a shark, right?
I mean, that would be nice.
I am going to sacrifice my turn, and I'm actually going to bite a little into my arm and let some blood drip into the water.
Okay.
Looks down, concerned.
What brings in sharks?
I honestly can't tell you. I don't have much experience with sharks.
Shark's a predator. Predators like blood.
Oh.
Added bonus. Well, like, all this is going on, Key will probably come back after getting her shit weighed and probably just slowly, like, mend the mirror for Lexa.
Hmm.
Oh.
Um,
Well, that's
I'll take
interesting.
as much damage as I need to. Would this be my own bite?
Yeah, well, that'd be your own bite.
Oh, that hurts, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
That was, by the way,
I'm
Very
16 points.
concerned about that bite.
I've done worse to myself.
That doesn't reassure me.
And I'll hold on to his waist and help him out.
No,
Waste
it was
them.
blood. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. As you start to hear this
Ugh.
voice in your head, that sounds very teasing. It's like 3 or 4 voices, all low, high, off pitch in between. You just hear, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up, you fucking check. Where are you?
You hear it?
As he's gonna do the same thing that got in the shark the first time. He put his thumb and index finger together, rubs it a little bit, and magic twinges.
Make me a check. Round 1.
Advantage?
Do I get advantage?
You do, because Bells is gonna back you up.
I'm gonna use that guidance too.
Make it
Fuck
so.
this thing. Alright. First roll. No, so close to nat 20. Alright, taking the 19. We're gonna throw the guidance on there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Come on.
20.
You tried as you just start to feel the resistance, and it's just like suddenly as you hear that, get in the water. Get in the water. Make me another check.
His cheeks are gonna puff up. But fuck this shit. God damn it, don't take me on this, please, dice.
Reminder, you do have an inspiration.
You do have inspiration. Use it if you need to.
I'm gonna have to spend it. We're gonna have to reroll
Spend
that
it.
advantage.
Come on, you got this.
Alright, guidance.
Okay, come
I'm
on,
within,
guidance.
I'm within shot. I'm within shooting distance. Give
Come on,
me
guidance.
the dice! Ooh, I didn't roll. Roll! Yes!
There you go. You're getting that momentum in as you start to see that shadow manifesting underneath.
There he is.
Come on. Come on. You got this. I've got you.
That's one.
Get in the water. More like, go on fucking land, you fucking coward!
That's one. Make me another check.
Alright, here we go. Here we go. Doable, but we want better.
Come on.
Guidance?
Guidance. Oh, no.
Are the cards? Are the
Can't look.
cards?
I can't look.
4, 4, 4, 4, 4.
Oh,
Come on.
yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah,
Fuck
just
you,
coming.
shark!
Land. I believe one more.
It's getting closer as you can see the top of this purple-skinned creature, eyes glowing red. As you start to hear in your head, just like, what can I do to let me go? Do you want power? Do you want knowledge? What can I do? What can I do? Make me another check.
You can get on land, bitch!
I just picture Silas saying this out loud, like, fuck
Ooh.
you,
Oh, we're
you're
taking that
coming
fucking
with
guidance.
me.
I'm taking that, guys. This is a shoo-in if I guidance.
Yeah.
Yo, guidance for the win. Any of y'all who say that D4 don't mean shit, fuck y'all. It do.
Because even as a one, you get that grip in, you literally like, get him the fucking land as you and Belza yank, and you get this thing to finally fully drag up on land as it can't get back to the water.
Oh yeah, I'm immediately like knee deep into the water, like pulling its tail fin up, like, come here, asshole!
That's right! Pull, Belza! Pull! Fuck this thing! Get on the land!
Because I'm full on, like, yank it onto my shoulder, like, come here, bastard!
Even Kilara is celebrating in the background.
So you guys probably hear
Throwing
them roaring in victory.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
probably,
celebrating with you.
back there fully, repairing the mirror, coming back towards, like, yeah, you actually got it!
Hell yeah, Silas!
It was a little bit
All
she
right.
bit me.
Chat, I know y'all are saving for chaos, so I'm gonna give you a freebie. Pick one. Maid dress or flask of chaos?
Oh no.
You want chaos, chat? Let's do it. Flask of chaos or maid dress?
I mean, chaos specifically is in the word.
I mean,
It's up to
but
chat.
Silas in a maid dress on the eve of his victory?
Also, that's to my chat too.
And here's what
I
I'll
have
let
both
you do.
chats though.
Let's run this discussion while we are doing Kilara, and we can get the final results when after a little bit to let people marinate on that thought.
Mm-hmm.
So, Silas is giving you a freebie. Do you want Silas in a dress, or do you want to see the flask of chaos? It is your choice. Let us know in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Belza, you used your turn to help Silas. So,
Mhm.
Kilara, what would you like to do?
Kilara's been celebrating,
As I
but
turn back on the comfy beach music.
yes. But Kilara definitely also wants to help pad our chances of winning this. So I want to try. I've done. What are the three? There's three choices. There's the cove, the shore, or the water itself, like in the water. Have we done all three of them?
You have done all three.
Okay. I think I want to go once more for funsies out into the water and I want to just like almost meditate in the water for a minute with my eyes open, just scanning to see if anything goes by, and then take an opportunity once I feel that I see something to go for it.
Alright. Give me 1 second to lock in on which lovely fish we can get. We are getting... There it is.
It's gonna be an outhouse, isn't it?
Oh, please, hurry, pick up the outhouse.
Yay!
It's
a bowling ball.
Make your check.
Okay. For this one, which check do you want me to do because of the method? Is this noodling?
I'll say if you're doing this, it's probably more of a noodle.
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that.
Rock and roll.
Oh, fuck yeah!
24.
There we go.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, you kind of get settled in. You find your center and get kind of mentally prepped. As you see coming across the way, what looks to be like an eel.
Oh.
No. As it glows a slight silvery hue and seems to have bramble spikes around it.
Brambles, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I will say you are able to easily grab hold of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
As it's just as it starts to struggle, you see it like actually try to coil around your arm to like incapacitate so that it can get away. Make me one more check.
Athletics?
Yes.
Not today,
Number
motherfucker.
4.
Sometimes the universe says yes. As you kind of like don't give a fuck, as you kind of get up, death gripping like on the mouth, on the neck of this thing, and just walk out of the water as you're holding a death bramble eel.
And I hold it like fist held high above my head. Finally caught a fish legitimately.
I'm probably walking over to the judge with it like this, just like, yeah, fuck it,
Yeah.
I'm going to get it judged.
And I hand it to him and let him get shocked by the eel.
He doesn't even he kind of looks at it as you just see him like pull out that, he just kind of looks around. He grabs one of the coolers. As you can actually see, by the way, these coolers have the words "chill out" on them, which apparently is the name of his popsicle business. It just kind of drops the eel in there.
Nice. Yeah, I mic drop it and just. All right.
But it's about 20 pounds.
Nice. It's not much, but it'll help pad. And I spend the rest of my time handing out those popsicles to those children so they get way overly hyper.
And actually, I'll
God.
say, as you see the kids running around like crazy, Kilara, you spy the mom.
Yeah.
And she has like a pile of fish beside her, but they're all kind of small.
Okay.
And you also see one of those metal balls.
Oh. I'm afraid for their safety, honestly, more than anything. Can I go up to them
Yeah.
and ask,
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, don't press the button. Don't do that.
You mean like this? As she clicks in, she throws it in the water, and you see an explosion happen.
Oh.
And suddenly you see like 4 or 5 fish just kind of float up to the shore dead.
Oh, that's how you're supposed to use it.
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, don't tell the watch. I'm already knee deep in with them for this. Kids, I got dinner.
I imagine they're just buzzing all over the place. I'll let them be.
Pretty much.
I'll hand them
The kids are in like a sugar coma.
just so the parents know now where the popsicles came from. I'm gonna pull out 2 more popsicles and in front of the mother hand a popsicle each to them and say,
Now get lost.
and I run away. Or I walk away, I guess.
It's like, what? Wait, what the? And you just see the kids starting to vibrate as they have these things in their mouth. And like, yes!
And I give that, like, you know, Nimona when they turned into the child like I am today, that like weird, like creepy side eye. I kind of do that side eye, walk away like ha 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 ha.
Chaos reigns.
Little shit-eating grin.
Chaos reigns. All right. Key. last round for you. Where do you want to fish? Where do you want to fish?
Uh,
Besides being naked in the water.
I mean, she would have gotten dressed and everything else, and with the drag whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Probably coming over towards not quite like near the celebrating people with the shark, but kind of right about here.
Mm-hmm.
And just looks around, deciding, I'll take a bit of a risk despite size and strength, and go for the deeper water kind of cast out.
Well, I will say as you're doing this, you don't have much luck, as it seems to be a quiet moment. But then you feel something kind of nudge up against your foot.
You kind of look down.
And it looks to be like a crystal ball.
Ooh.
Head tilt.
What do you want to do?
Probably like one, like just head tilt immediately, like, is this magical? Or was this a fish? So like Arcana kind of deal.
Go ahead and make me that check.
Yo, if it's a fish, that's crazy.
You can tell it's definitely magical. It seems to have some form of mild divination.
Ooh.
That in mind, and like still half expecting to be like a fish or something like that. It's still really like probably doing the survival like yoink mode kind of deal.
Make me a survival check.
Because it's like this beach has done some weird fuckery shit. This is probably a fish or something.
With nimble hands, you reach down into the sand, trying to avoid the sharp fangs that are smooth edges as you yank it out of the water. And you have! It's just a crystal ball.
And she's just kind of like the caution and everything else. Okay, the fuck.
Let me ask you a question while we're at this key to fill in some gaps. What was Key's childhood like? Or do you remember your childhood?
She probably remember like scattered bits and pieces. A lot of mix of running from dangers, getting into stuff she shouldn't be.
Okay.
Like
Well,
she was essentially turned, like just barely turned official adult when she got banished initially.
Well, with that then, as you're kind of getting settled, like, you look at it, you're analyzing it, you can actually see what looks like little flashes of your childhood. As, like, you're running out of one library, holding a book, as you see some of the guards behind being like, get back here, you stupid kid.
And she's just seeing that, getting a good chuckle, just like, memories. Knowing full well that book is the reason why she got banished.
But yeah, you have a crystal ball of memories. It actually allows you to see memories of your childhood.
Oh.
Super cute.
Aw.
That's
And
way
just for
better than an
funsies-
explodey orb.
There's some nice ones in here as well, but there's also a bunch of silly ones, and I liked the sillies. Last but not least. Oh boy, it's a miracle. Lexa caught something.
Holy shit! By the way, chat, last chance.
And oh fuck. Oh, never mind. We're fine.
Ooh, we got one for the flask.
As this happens, you'll see Lexa pull out a very familiar looking fish that you all had at the very beginning. That somebody may or may not have accidentally dropped back in the water. And you see her eyes get big for a second, and then she just like bites the top of it, and it's like, no, only I get to do that. Hey guys, I got dinner.
Meanwhile, Key looks over, it's like, oh, that's the one that I dropped earlier during our practice.
Mhm.
And then her just this like big grin, like, revenge will be tasty.
Probably at this point, bringing back the shark towards the judge, and you hear bells of shark dinner! Shark dinner!
Please. What if it? You know what? I don't even know if this thing will even taste good. Ugh.
Worth the bite,
We'll
Mark.
find out, but first we're gonna weigh this motherfucker.
Which let's get on back to the main town.
Bringing that probably back to the judge, like, hey, yo, brother!
Yeah, bruh.
Check it!
Oh, it's the shark. I got that. It was me. Ah!
Damn, bruh, that's really sick.
All right, and you watch as something tumbles out of Silas's coat.
What tumbles out of your coat? Oh,
A flash
fuck!
of chaos.
Oh, no!
What the fuck?
Hold on! Because I already know what's gonna happen. I've thought about this. First off, can I drop this in?
Who you dropping it?
The flask drops and you see the little fluff ball appear that's goopy now.
Ooh.
Little
And
guy.
it kind of looks around. You see it look at the giant, like, as this is going on, Cyrus is actually like hanging up the shark to be weighed on this scale.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Bill kind of scuttle over to the scale and sit on it.
No, 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 please, no, don't do anything. I beg of you. Let me
And as
have
this happens, you see the scale start to scoot.
Huh?
What is it scooting towards?
Literally, it's just like, you see the scale start to move, and it's just like, and like, literally just. And it still has the shark on it too. As Bill's just sitting there, you just see.
So it's moving with the shark.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa!
No, you little bastard!
It's stealing it.
And go run off and go catch him. Whoa!
I heard that shark!
You see the hands just reach up for the shark.
Nope!
No!
I'm gonna scoop him up.
No! No, you little... No!
Yeah.
No!
I'll scoop him up and try to coddle him away, like, no, little buddy, not for you.
One of those things, though, there's one problem. This thing's fucking liquid. It's like you pick it up and it just kind of slips through the hands and just kind of splats on the ground.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold person?
Anybody got a bucket? Actually, we've got a bucket for
actually-
catching things.
Hold up.
I love you all are trying to brainstorm how to prevent this cat from fucking things up.
Bucket. Curse you, MJ. Bucket. I need bucket. I don't have bucket. But immediate
I will say,
perception
as
check.
this is happening, the scale is still scooting away to the water.
No!
Can I grab it?
No!
You can grab one.
Sure.
Sure. Make me a strength athletics check.
And I will add the last rage
I'm
in.
gonna. I was gonna give you advantage.
Not today!
Yeah, you were able to get a good grip on this thing, but you still feel it like tugging against you. As it's just like it's trying to go back to the water.
Just drag it back, like, come here!
Noodle arms wrapped around Bells, like, no, not my shark! I got that thing fair and square!
So I'll drag it back if I can. Just
Mhm.
So yeah, you're able to drag it back, and about the time this happens,
Mhm.
Cyrus is like getting started, like, all right, the wait for the shark is, and you see little goopy hands come out and wiggle on the shark.
No! No! Slaps the goopy hands. No! Bad
And suddenly the
bad.
shark shrinks down in size to about the size of your pinky.
bad cat! No treats for you tonight. Turn it back.
Everybody make me an Arcana check.
Oh, this will be good.
I have no idea. I'm not a magic person.
Ow! What?
Figure that out.
Kilar, you can tell Bill used polymorph.
Is there a way to fix it?
It's one of those where you know that if you can distract Bill long enough, he'll lose concentration, and then it'll go back to normal.
I
Oh,
will distract.
How do you distract?
I am going to pull out I have a tinderbox and torches, but I don't want to give that to him because it set the whole town on fire. I have I have some guy's pants.
Oh.
I pull out some guy's pants.
Here.
And
Try the endless flask of hot cocoa. See if he likes hot cocoa.
oh, that's a better idea. I pull out somebody else's hot cocoa.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
With advantage. Oh, okay. I just realized when looking at my inventory, I've got nothing for kids. Oh no.
This is why Belza is here. She's just a big kid.
Hey.
Number 5.
So with that though, you kind of hold it up and you see Bill like cautiously scoot closer.
Mhm.
And the next thing you know, you see kind of the head kind of go into the glass. The next thing you know, the entire body's in the glass.
That's fine. I'm gonna take this
It
cup
just rumbles.
away. Yeah, I'm gonna take this cup far away from the fish, from the shark, and go down on the beach and just sit with my cup of Bill.
And I'll say, as it kind of gets in the cup, it reverts back to a shark.
I'm having a bad trip today.
I kind of pat him on the
How
back.
much is it?
Oh, there.
How much does it weigh?
Hey, Silas.
Yeah.
The fun thing is, you made this choice. You were like, you want the choose between the Flask of Chaos and a Matrix. The universe.
I gave chat the choice. Chat capitalized.
Chat capitalized. Anyway. But yeah, with that though, you see Cyrus just kind of look, and it's like, so we went from like 500 pounds to 1 pound to, looks like I gained a little bit somewhere in there, so I actually gained about the other 20, it's 520 pounds, bruh.
Hey!
Yeah, let's go. Biggest fish.
Biggest
Do you
fish.
need it? Do you need it, or can I take it?
Well, bro, normally we'd actually have these go back to the water, but I mean, if you want to keep it, you can keep it.
Is it edible?
Then I'll put it. I don't
no,
want
it's
to eat
good.
it.
It's good. It's good food, yo. But I mean, you know, it's just a rare fish.
I'll just throw it back in the water myself. I fished it out. I'll put it back in to show that I'm the better person, the better one.
Okay. I will say then, as you go to do that, you kind of get this multiples of voices and information coming through your head. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, well.
The
Let
shark
me
is getting revenge.
hold up. Put me in the water. Put me in the water. I want to be in the water.
Get in the water.
Not in that. On the opposite. Well, damn it.
Little down?
What, you don't want to be with the hyper kids? Fine.
Probably like right around here.
Don't want to be. They don't need to deal with shark. But yeah, Silas is going to be seen like pushing this shark out, and then he motions to the Regina. He's like, "You are the best teacher ever."
She kind of has this
10
like.
out of 10.
You actually kind of see. The only way I can define this is because Lex is nearby too. It's has-been hotel vibes of Sarah and her sister. And literally, like, Regina looks through the roof thrilled at how successful this was. Lexa has the look of, oh fuck.
That's fitting.
Just probably from the boardwalk, just looking over. Hey! Just bloodied arm.
Hey. Thank you, Belza, for all your help.
Gotcha,
Time to
bro!
put big boy here. Yeah, time to put big boy back here. And then Silas gets down at eye level to the shark. I want you to know, I chose not to eat. Then I'll make my wisdom save at advantage because I had the ability to do that.
Kilara and Bill watching.
41, baby.
There you go. And like you start to get this overload of information, and there's a brief moment where you're about to pass out, and then suddenly you just get this final voice that's like, "You freed me, so I will help you remember this experience." And then you snap out of it.
What? And
Tell me,
Silas is
tell
more or
me.
less like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
I'll say,
I would like to
tell
say
me,
that
Silas.
in. I have the mic. It's
Hey,
mine.
take the fucking mic for a minute, not go.
I would like to say Silas in his trance, like, takes the knife that's holding the rope and then he just cuts it, like, very nonchalantly.
And yeah,
No,
he
for
said
you. Here's the mic.
Thank you. Silas, don't take forever with this question, but are you proficient in survival?
No.
You are now.
Yeah.
Woo!
Well, that means I'm proficient in fishing now.
You are. Technically, the benefit is that you are proficient in. Let me make sure I get this right. Is the Void Shark's gift. And the
Yep.
summary, if my brain remembers correctly, is that you are proficient in all types of saving throws. All types of survival checks. So you kind of get the proficiency in any of those types. But if you're already proficient in survival, it actually upgrades to expertise.
Ooh.
Oh, here it is.
Ooh.
The target gains proficiency with all survival checks. If the target already has proficiency, you gain expertise in all survival checks instead.
What a
Then I
homie.
will take that proficiency because, yeah, I wasn't proficient in it before. Now I am. Nice. Ugh.
And congratulations, you avoid being unconscious for 24 hours. What?
Get,
Ugh. What the hell was that?
I don't know, but you're pretty cool, bro.
I am. It's a
But I'll
good
say,
day.
yeah. But with that, the tournament stuff concludes, and it is a pretty successful scenario. And we're gonna go ahead and say, obviously, in this situation, you all got a pretty solid payday.
Ooh.
In this case, Key and Silas actually take first and second place
Hey.
pretty
Yo.
decisively. With the cash prize being 2,000 gold for first place and 1,000 for second.
Nice.
Awesome.
And I'll let you guys discuss how you want to divvy that out of session.
I was gonna donate 2,000 gold pieces to the restoration of the boat into my restaurant.
Okay, well, that's easy enough. And I'll say as you do that, like Jindamara and the partner in crime kind of see that and they're like, oh, fuck. All right. Guess we gotta probably get to work now.
See, I told you. I would get the money by fishing. Put your faith in me, partner.
Kinda
Hand
just gives
extended for a handshake.
a tentative handshake. The other dude is not giving two fucks. He's like, can we just go? It's like, shut up. You could have had it worse. Let's get to work.
Silas is like got his hands. He's like tugging on that white shirt he's been holding down with his suspenders. It's like, it's a beautiful day.
I'll say with
Now
that.
let's have some food.
Oh yeah, and you guys have a pretty nice solid cookout with all of the fish that you collected and such. And it's a very nice evening, and even the little capybara family will share some of it, except they won't share with Kilara because of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably
Makes sense.
But
probably sharing some of my crab legs. Like, here.
yeah.
I nibble on them begrudgingly.
And as you guys kind of enjoy this little bit of a nice afternoon, shifting into evening, I need everybody to make me a perception check.
Perception.
Perception.
Nope, I am too
That
far into the
was
food.
classic.
Hi-yo.
Oh,
Nice.
Fitting.
Fuck.
Fitting. Most of you just having a good time eating the food. Key, besides enjoying the food, you see the kids kind of transfixed by the water.
And
Uh-oh.
seeing that, just kind of a, huh? What's up?
And like you see one of them like, the stories are true. And it's like, nah, they're not. Shut up, sis. But they are. Look. You just ate you ate too much of those sugar pops.
Looking out towards the water.
You see a purplish hue in the water. Do you look?
No, she would definitely be like, the fuck?
And as you kind of maybe even get out a little bit into it and you look in, you see a very familiar sight and a confirmation to one of your questions from last session. As you see what looks to be like a lively tavern with purple lights flowing through. Various creatures walking around, having drinks and eating meals. And sitting by the bar, for the first time actually in the way that you probably haven't seen her yet, you see the tender. With fox ears and 9 tails, leaning against the bar.
He'd probably look at it, blink, blink, kind of head tilt, probably a light bulb moment of, wait, I know. Oh. And he just kind of, so that's where she's been.
And as you see the tide come in, the colors fade, and it's back to just being normal water.
Pretty sure
See,
that.
sis, I told you.
Pretty sure the dolphin kelpie thing is like just sitting in a cooler waiting for a tender.
Yeah, in fact, that's actually what the meals are. You see, it looks like specials are like fish steaks. But with that is where we're going to conclude for tonight's session.
Hey,
Thank you,
that was
everyone,
fun.
for joining.
Yeah.
Seriously, thank you guys. It was wonderful. And thank you guys for doing so awesome. You did wonderful with this new content and such. We'll be diving back in deeper into our stories starting 2 weeks from today. Besides that, we stream on Mondays and Thursdays other various fun, silly things. So if you're interested, leave us a follow, give us a subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you on the next session.
Yes, please.
Until then, to finish with our usual thank you, Trevi Lad, for giving 1 gifted sub. And with that in mind, until next time, be good, do good. Actually, my brain died.
Hold
Good job,
up.
brain. We also have 1 more gifted sub, because MJ gifted a sub.
Aw.
Thank you, MJ.
And thank you, Pumpkin Hill, for the follow. Mwah.
Thank you.
But with that in mind, until we meet again, be good, do good, lots of love, and we will see you on Thursday. Bye for now.
Have fun.
Bye. Now, do you guys want to hear about